sure you could add that in. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kel Sparks, a.k.a. Red Beard. Back you with my co-host, Wes and Chance.
What's up? Hey.
This is Uncensored Whiskey Reviews. So what do we got today, guys?
Well, I know we had a lot of shit. Too much to drink.
Yeah, way too much. Ooh, I do want to try that Nancy Fraley bottle.
Oh yeah, so I've got two Nancy picks, and then I've got the Monster Mash, which is the limited release.
That's way too much to drink.
It's just still Austin.
Yeah. Cask drink's still Austin.
Well, I know y'all really enjoyed the 10-year Old Overholt from last year, so we have the 11-year, interesting enough, older but less proof.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to throw in another O.K.I, which would be a 95.5 rye NGP to compare beam and a similar age.
Works for me. Let's pour them up then.
All right.
Which one do we want to start with?
I'd say we start with a new one.
Yep.
Try to do small pours?
Yeah.
More than that, or?
We'll get more if we need it.
Since this is going to be a war of attrition today.
Sorry, guys. You told me to bring shit.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a given that you're going to bring stuff. You're going to bring a lot of stuff. It's like, oh my god, the liver's not going to like me after today. So is this their high corn rye? Like unlike the A Overholt, which is a high rye.
Well, I think A. Overholt's meant to be like a Pennsylvania rye.
Yeah, it's
like a
it's
95.
totally simple. No, it's
100%.
there's no corn in it.
Well, it'd be a 95.5.
Yeah.
Like this one.
Mm-hmm.
So like a 5%.
Pennsylvania rye, and they're sourcing all the grain from Pennsylvania and everything on that one.
Yeah, which I think that's where rye was born, was Pennsylvania.
Yeah. It's kind of where it all started. Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
That's good. I remember this one being a little more proofy though. See, now this kind of rye, like I said, I'm just starting that rye journey, but this kind of rye is like right up my alley. I like this stuff.
He's just starting his rye journey. He's got like 5 fucking bottles of rye over
That's
here.
how you find out.
Oh, yeah. No, you're 100% right. You are 100% right.
Now I have 5 bottles y'all can fucking take from me because I
What's that?
don't like them at all.
Which one?
I did not like Billet 12.
Mm-mm.
I did not like
The bullet?
yeah.
Careful bullet.
I did not like
Bullet's a 95.5 rye.
there was a smoke wagon I did like and a smoke wagon I didn't like on a rye.
Don't know whether they even had smoke wagon ryes, which is going to be another NGP rye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then some of the newer riffs ryes I really like.
So how was y'all's Thanksgiving?
It was good.
That was good.
How'd that brisket turn out?
Turned out fantastic.
Are you lying to me?
No, it turned out everybody's told me I did such a good job on it, and I said,
Fucking prick.
And you said thank you.
I said thank you.
Could you tell one was a little bit drier than the other, or did you notice?
There was a little bit drier, but no one was going to say a word about it. It was fine.
How long did I smoke?
I smoked them for right at 8 hours, maybe 8.5.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
But the ones that I gave him, I had to leave them wrapped in my warmer. I left them in the warmer for, God, what?
2
At
days.
least, yeah, a day and a half.
2 days.
30 hours.
That should be.
Just holding, just sitting there at like 150, 160.
That should have been. Could have picked it up so tender.
Oh, it was tender. Like it pulled apart.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Well, it wasn't so tender because I didn't get it so hot where the juices would boil.
Oh, okay.
It didn't become that brittle. Now the one that I cooked, because of the placement in the smoker, the one that I cooked for myself, it was higher on the inside. So it got hotter quicker. Like the edges were a little more charred, but I just chopped that shit up and threw it in my beans. But
Cal loves some good beans a bit.
oh god, I mean they're requested every Thanksgiving now.
Sounds really good.
I think 11 is actually a little better.
I think it's a little calmer. I think this is a little proofier. Yeah.
A little hot.
It's a little easier to drink, but they're both fantastic.
Yeah.
Because I love the 10. Hell, I've been through 5 bottles right now, so
And these you can't find anymore.
Yeah.
These are on the shelf now in Dallas.
They ain't on
And,
shelf here.
and I know y'all hate it, but it's it's $100 whiskey.
Damn.
But like I said, if it's something that's really good,
That's expected now.
I mean, it's kind of just damn near expected.
Yeah. I think your shelfers are now 30 to 60.
But there's not a crazy secondary market on this
No.
bottle either.
No, you
because they're available. And I think, I mean, like we talked before, that's what they're trying to do is basically just get rid of the secondary
I
market.
mean, a double year age stated cask strength whiskey, I think should fetch at least $80 to $100.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to pay the rent on that barrel somehow.
Well, that's something that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
They pay taxes on it every damn year.
Oh yeah.
And especially when they come out with a new expression where they've already got marketing dollars tied up. They've bought bottles, labels for all this stuff for the next 3 years.
Yeah, and they built the name already with this one. They did such a good job. They can ask $100 for it.
Yeah.
When they come out with one next year and it's total shit, you better make sure you keep putting out the product.
That's the
Elijah
one
Craig
for the
barrel
drawer.
proof.
With the C924.
It sucks.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Everybody's like, oh, can't wait for the C batch, can't wait for the C batch. It's like, what the hell?
I mean, what did we say? The A batch was better.
B was a lot better than C.
I'll take any last year's over that.
I mean, and it's, don't get me wrong, it was still good, but it wasn't the best to take it out. But it's going to be hit or miss on this.
So y'all tell me. I don't know. Like I said,
Last year's was so good that, and I think that everybody's expecting it to always be that way. That's not the case.
y'all tell me. I don't know. Like, is this a traditional rye? Is that what people call a traditional rye? Because like I said, I don't know enough about them to.
Well, I mean, originally a rye was just a 95.5.
Mm-hmm.
So, but a Kentucky rye, oh god.
See, this has more spice and.
Pour a lap there, buddy.
I don't know, some. No, I just
Hold
got
on.
heavy handed.
There you go.
There you
Got a little heavy handed on that one.
So is that traditional?
It's hot. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really minty. There's a little bit of chocolate in there, but it's like a York,
It's just mint and
it's like,
bacon. Bacon spice is all I
like a York peppermint patty.
And see,
which is, I love. I mean, I freaking love it.
And I've been really concerned about this brand, and I've been leery of it, but
Chad,
Oh my God, yeah.
Chad Brennezine, he's fantastic, dude. They bought some of those 15-year-old. Well, we'll talk about that later, but they bought some of those 15-year-old turkey barrels, and he released that, and he released this 11-year, and he's got some 6s out that are really good. I actually got to meet him.
I'll hold hands.
Yeah.
dear Lord.
the head distiller.
So, but they're fairly pricey bottles too, right?
Their 6 years are like $45, $50, and the 11-year I think I paid $89.
That's one thing I've seen, and I understand because you have to buy it from somebody else, but a lot of that stuff is people are just coming out with their source and everything. They're just pricey.
And you know what that is, right? O.K.I. What it means?
No.
Oklahoma, Kentucky, Indiana, or what is it? It's not Oklahoma.
Ohio,
Ohio.
Kentucky, Indiana.
Yeah.
So that tri-state area in there.
Oklahoma, jackass.
No, there's no good whiskey in Oklahoma.
There's a lot of corn though, isn't there?
Well, you know what? I will say I at least like the fact that they say distilled by MGP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They ain't hiding from it because a lot of these others will just they ain't put
No,
anything.
and if you ask Chad a question, he will never duck it. He will tell you straight up.
And I mean, there is good MGP product out there.
Oh, I'm a fan of NGP.
I think
I mean, there's some really nasty shit. I mean,
yeah.
All the younger stuff is kind of nasty.
yeah.
But, I mean, if you think about it, where MGP is inside of Indiana, it's barely in Indiana from Kentucky.
Well,
It's the same limestone shelf water that
Yeah, was
Kentucky
it like
uses.
28 miles
Yeah,
from
it's
Louisville?
barely in there, yeah. So,
Well, I would say
And they're sourcing corn and wheat from the same
places.
people.
Yeah.
I mean,
MGP Rye is kind of what got me back into drinking American whiskey because I started drinking. Well, actually, no, it was what got me into drinking Scotch. I started drinking Bullet Rye.
okay.
And I got the local bar downtown, Gerald's,
Mhm.
to start carrying Bullet Rye.
Mm-hmm.
And I drank that a lot. And then one day I walked into Harley's and I was like, you know what? I'm 34 years old. I'm a man. Didn't drink scotch. So I started drinking scotch at that point.
Nice.
But yeah, that's kind of what got me back into drinking whiskey.
Okay. What do you turn into then?
Some Joey.
Some hoppy? Some hoppy?
Is that really kangaroo?
It's really kangaroo meat.
Chance brought us some kangaroo beef
Some
jerky.
wild game.
Some of it. It's all like one big lump.
Well, since Wes is taking us on a tangent, I will too. So, if y'all are done with those 10 and 11-year-olds in your mouth,
Yeah.
let's get some experience and put a 95-year-old in your mouth.
95 years old. What is that?
So this is a rye from Bhakta Spirits, which is Raj Patel, who used to own Whistlepig.
Okay.
So this is a blend of American whiskey, Armagnac, and rye. But 5% of this is from 1928, which is 95 years old.
I don't know if I like kangaroo. It's weird. It's weird.
Have you tried it?
No, I just got that from you.
I mean, I'll eat it. Put that in your mouth.
I mean, we got the good stuff too. We got
No, it's back here.
the meaty.
Yeah.
This,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Calvados.
How I feel
Calvados
about
Calvados.
this one.
It's
I feel like Brandy's sitting up for failure here.
It's those huge, like,
did Brandy get that for us? For you?
yeah. So it's those huge, like,
That's bad.
4 foot tall. Yeah, it is. It's gamey.
Oh,
Yeah, it's super gamey.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
I don't know why I feel like this is what skunk tastes like. It's not good at all.
What does
See?
the package look like?
I never want to eat a kangaroo.
You beat up that kangaroo for nothing.
I know. I mean, I could beat a kangaroo's ass. I can promise you that. One of the ones at the zoo, 100%. I could take those.
They were pretty jugged and docile.
They're probably only like 100 pounds. I mean,
They weren't very big.
yeah. I don't know,
That
man.
one in the video that tried to drown that dog, you couldn't beat that one.
Hey,
He's jacked on
he puts his
steroids.
paws on you and like puts both feet in your gut. No, you're getting fucked.
That kangaroo was bigger than the killer.
Yeah. Well, the guy who got punched you in the face.
Yeah.
He walked up and
Oh no, the one that's drowning the dog is all
Oh.
jacked. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
drowning the dog. He was jacked.
So, on my journey to rye, I was talking to liquor store owners and trying to find out what I liked and stuff like that. They suggested Armagnac.
Mhm.
So that's why I kind of went
I
down
don't
this.
know that I know what Armagnac is.
So Armagnac is French brandy grown in the Armagnac region.
Okay, so I'm not
it's Brandy.
particularly a brandy guy.
Yeah. So, and you know, it's what's crazy about Armagnac. It's one of those whiskeys that can ultra age and not get oaky.
Oh, it's not whiskey.
Well, it's a whiskey.
No, it's not.
It's a fortified wine.
Which is made from
Great.
some whiskey.
But that has whiskey in it.
It has whiskey in it. But brandy itself is a great product. And whiskey has to be distilled from grain.
Right.
So you know there's a place in Louisville that makes brandy.
Yeah. Kings and Copper or Copper and Kings.
Yeah, I did.
It's got really fruity nose.
That was so the first time I went there. That was our first tour we did when we got there.
Oh yeah.
Like we showed up that day. We all got to the Airbnb. They picked us up like at 2:30. So we did kind of just a quick, did a thing there, and then the guy took us downtown to a tasting and dinner and all that.
I think I've seen it. It's down there on the river, right?
Yeah, it's down in Butchertown.
Okay. Yeah. What is that?
It was the most god awful tour known to man. Our tour guide, I remember his name was Dion Too Good.
Dion Too Good.
Dion Too Good.
Yeah, that's.
And like
Was that his real name?
they aged this shit down in like a cellar, and they just have music playing all the time with bass to keep it moving like in the barrel. And it's like I was like, this is the dumbest shit.
Did they rip that off from Blackened?
I think so.
Because that's what.
Yeah, they play Metallica music.
It was stupid though. And like it was garbage. I was like, this shit is not good.
That's not bad.
This
It's
is
got a
super
weird finish.
Pear, brandy,
Yeah,
grape.
it's got a very fruity finish.
Smells super sweet.
Boy, drink some.
It mixes well with that kangaroo jerky.
Yeah, I think we would just run our palates.
Yeah, that shit's nasty.
No, that's really good. Actually.
It's got a very wine finish to it.
I think Armagnac will be more popular as the years go on
Probably. Well, that's what.
because it's super aged.
So the guys from Iron Root, that's where they got their tutelage
Yeah.
from Armagnac distillers.
Yeah, that's an interesting
Very
story.
dry.
Yeah, it's drying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Armagnac's,
not bad.
Iron Root's an interesting story too. You know where they got their name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From saving basically France's grape industry.
Yeah. I went there and I did a whole freaking. I recorded like 2 or 3 hours worth of content that I never posted.
Yeah, the licorices.
Yeah.
Licorices, they own it.
Yeah.
What's interesting, what I like about this bottle is you think about it, like some of this was before World War II, and some of this was actually growing while we invaded France on Normandy, because Armagnac and Normandy are like here and here.
Yeah.
So like our troops went through this field. It's kind of weird.
They shit and pissed all over.
I just
fertilized
want to
the
say,
hell out of
my
it.
great-great-grandfather just pissed
Fertilized
all
the
over
hell
it.
out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's great.
Kind of tastes like it.
How would you know? And did you try it twice, like you said?
I had a weird childhood. I'm just saying.
I was talking to somebody.
I was
else.
Catholic until I was 13.
Father O'Leary was a strong.
I was talking to
Strong
somebody
impression.
at Thanksgiving at the Cowboy game, and they were like, "So y'all don't do traditional things?" I was like, "No." It's like my family's kind of weird. It's like we actually have more black sheep in my family than like standard sheep.
Well, you've always done the cowboy game for years.
Yeah.
I mean, you've done that, probably the last 15 years?
Since Irving,
You
since
went
the
to-
old
you
state.
went to
Yeah.
Cowboy game?
Yeah,
It goes every Thanksgiving.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's the only damn guaranteed off.
Too bad they're not playing the Redskins.
They do some years.
Not anymore.
Well, we don't play Redskins.
Oh,
We play
yeah.
the Commanders.
Do you know they're getting sued to get?
Yeah.
Good. Good.
The
So
Indians
it's-
are suing
the
them.
Indians,
Hell
the
yeah.
Indians are suing them to make it go back to the
Hell
Redskins.
yeah.
Because
They're like, that was actually a tribute.
Yeah, it was
He-
some chief.
It was
Yeah.
based off an actual Indian
I
chief.
know.
And they're pissed.
I would be too.
But woke America said, no, that's not right. They didn't ask the Indians if it was
I
right.
hope the Indians
I
win.
like this lane. I may explore more.
No, that's really good. And it's 50% alcohol.
I think I sent y'all a picture when I was
Oh, is it?
down in Houston. That gregarious.
That's
grunt.
actually pretty good. I
Yeah.
mean, it's...
How much you pay for it?
So this bottle is their least expensive bottle. It's like $60.
Really,
That ain't bad.
I didn't mad about that.
Now they have some single year, like you can buy your birth year Armagnac, like full Armagnac, and those are like pricey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then they've won
You
all
just
kinds
go
of
to
awards.
Kentucky and go to Neat and just drink 1978 Old Taylor, which is fucking awesome.
Or not even neat. What's the place in right there at Cincinnati line? Newport.
Newport.
Revival. That place is fantastic. $5 pours of.
Yeah, because that's the place I was telling you about.
Yeah.
I found it. Yeah.
Well, now they have two, and they've expanded. Now they're in a hotel lobby.
But and it was tiny.
Yeah.
Like it was smaller than this room.
Oh yeah, it was like you couldn't move and not hit a bottle.
I was scared to death to turn around,
We sat down because we were afraid we were going to knock shit over.
and
'Cause
I
we've been
couldn't
drinking all
afford to
day.
break something.
Right.
Like I was like,
Yeah.
if I break these things up, we're screwed.
But they'll just open a bottle like from old like 70s or 50s, and they'll go $5 pours.
They're like what, half ounce, or
Yeah,
3/4 ounce.
Yeah, small pours.
I mean,
Still.
but I think that's the rule. They can only serve certain because
Right.
they were still technically a
Liquor store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have a max on how big the pour.
And then they have like 3 shelves behind the bar, and it's like this is $10, this is $25, and this is $50.
Man, if that's how liquor stores were around here, that's where I'd go.
I mean,
now.
it's the best thing in the world. Like
Really?
it's the best marketing thing in the world now.
Yeah.
Because you get to try something and then like, well, the Frank August.
Mhm.
That's the whole reason I bought that bottle is because we tried it
Evergreen.
at Evergreen. I was like,
On their
like
suggestion.
it lit me on fire.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's really good. So I bought the bottle.
So I didn't bring it, but I just bought a experimental Frank August 4X double oaked or quadruple oaked.
Quadruple oak. What the hell does that mean?
4 barrels.
4 different barrels.
Well, are they putting just
Well, they
parts
do.
of a barrel in it and double
Could be.
it? I mean,
Legally they can do that and call it that. But it's Bardstown, so
it's
Contract
good
distilled,
though.
yeah.
But it was fantastic.
I mean, what if they're like dumping it in a barrel, aging it for an X amount of time, and then dumping it in a brand new barrel and doing that again?
yeah, it's kind of like what we're trying to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to age whiskey the second time around.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I do too.
Yeah, that's very good.
I'm going to keep my eye on it.
I'll say that's very good. But the 11-year is
Yeah.
better than the 10.
I think I would.
And not because it initially tastes better, it's just easier to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Has more nuance.
They're very similar as far as taste go. This is hot.
I really like the O.K.I.
Did it?
It was
Yeah.
good. Yeah, it wasn't bad either.
It was a solid rye whiskey.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like the kangaroo.
No? Where did you find this?
So we went to like an expo and there was like a beef jerky booth and they were like, hey, we've got rabbit jerky and deer jerky and kangaroo
Right.
jerky.
Of course, and leave it.
And Brady's like, oh, Wes talking all that shit about kangaroo. He should fucking eat one.
I did. I tried it. And I wasn't afraid to try it. It's just like, it's not good though.
No.
What it was, agave and rye that they sell kangaroo up there.
Yeah.
In
I
Kentucky.
didn't order it though.
Yeah, no,
And I wouldn't now.
no, it's gamey as shit.
I'm sure you could prepare it.
No, I like
properly.
rabbit. Rabbit's great. I love rabbit.
I mean, it's tender and lean. I'll give them that, but it's
Yeah.
just gamey.
It's just got a funk.
You know how to cook rabbit? Do you know how
Stew.
to cook it?
I've always done like in a stew.
Oh, okay.
You can fry it too.
I got some rabbit.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. Like 7 or 8 of them in my freezer.
I fry it.
Yeah. Do you brine it or anything, or just
I mean, you can. Do some milk, take out a little bit
Try
of
to
the other taste, but
try to smoke it? Super tender. Like probably one of the most tender things I've ever cooked. The combination of the smoke and the gaminess, I couldn't handle. I almost puked.
Here's your high proof blind trophies.
our trophies. What are you talking about?
Well, gotta fucking put your hand in the bag. Find out.
That's like a glass and shit.
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels? Is that what that is?
You bunch of fucking taters.
Hey, this is blind, dude.
Hey, that's a good little Jack Daniels glass. I'll drink out of that. Is that Jack?
Yeah, it is.
That's funny.
I like some buffalo
Hey,
trace.
I will drink out of that glass all day
Good.
long.
It's all yours, brother.
Actually, my
Hey, we didn't want that shit.
yeah.
No.
Where is that bottle anyway? Is it in the closet?
You want the like tiny pint bottle.
Yeah.
dude.
No,
Where's that Jack Daniels? I don't need to take it home and drink it.
probably in the closet. Yeah.
You gonna close your eyes when you drink it?
Yeah. No, I mean it's a solid whiskey by itself.
It held its own.
Yeah.
I know.
I was surprised and like I didn't want it. To be that night.
No.
And you hated it the night before. So.
I did. On ice, it was awful.
Yeah.
I did not like it. It was the first drink I had.
Isn't that funny?
But
It's weird how it works out.
some things like that, when you put it on ice, they're not good. Other things are better, I think.
You're right. You're right.
I'm gonna keep that. Those are mine. I think that's all we got on this one, huh?
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
plenty more to do, so we're gonna
Yeah,
get
well,
drunk. So.
Yeah, hopefully not too drunk. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe, share with your friends, hit the bell for notifications. And like always, drink some whiskey, share with your friends and family, like Chance did. Thank you, Chance. Be safe, don't drink and drive, take care. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, hopefully we're still recording. Yes, we are.
Yeah.